My name is Taylor Durrett, and I would like to welcome you to the basics of using VoiceOver with iPhone iOS. So first of all, I'd like to start off, with the history of VoiceOver and tell, first of all, kind of what it is. VoiceOver is a feature on the iPhone, iPad, and iMac devices for blind and visually impaired users so that they can utilize the phone with more independence. And you basically just, if you tap around on the phone, you will be able to just hear what is underneath your finger. So that is kind of the extent of what it is. It just tells you what's on your finger and just allows you to use your apps more smoothly and independently. So, first thing I wanted to do was show you how to activate VoiceOver on the phone. You can do this by a few different ways. First of all, you might want to have a sighted peer, a sighted assistant, to help you first get Siri turned on. So that would be going to Settings, the Settings app, and then going to General, and going to Siri and making sure that that is turned on. Because then once it is turned on, you can automatically turn on VoiceOver yourself by just clicking here the home button. Just press and hold the home button. I'm using an iPhone 7 Plus, by the way. Press and hold the home button. Turn on VoiceOver.
Okay, I turned on VoiceOver.
So I just used my Siri feature. And usually the Siri feature would beep. It would do like a double beep tone. I don't understand right now why mine is not doing that at the moment. But that will turn on your Siri. And the first thing I want to do is show you an accessibility shortcut. And that will basically allow you to use the home button and use it to triple tap the home button, and that'll toggle off and on VoiceOver. So you don't just have to use Siri, you can use the home button. So let me show you how to do that.
Siri, guided
You're going to go
Settings.
to your
New
Settings app, and you're going to double tap that. And when I say double tap, I'm simply saying I'm going to use my pointer finger, and I'm going to tap 2 times quickly the Settings button.
Settings.
And you just heard that beep. That just means that it's there. It's in the settings.
Accessibility. Heading.
So now you're going to go to Accessibility, and then all the way down at the very bottom
Accessibility shortcut
is called
VoiceOver.
Accessibility Shortcut. So I'm going to double tap that with one finger, my pointer finger. And now I'm going to see what's on this screen by flicking or swiping left and right. And I think of flicking like brushing like a piece of dirt or sand off of your arm or something like that. So I'm going to flick.
Accessibility shortcut. Heading.
And that's going to tell me that I'm in my accessibility shortcut.
Configure and then triple click the home button for heading.
Okay, so triple click the home button and then it has a whole list of different things that you can triple click the home button and activate.
Assistive touch.
Assistive touch.
Reorder classic invert colors. Color filters.
Color filters.
Reduce white point. Smart invert colors. Reorder switch control. Reorder selected. VoiceOver.
VoiceOver. Okay, so mine's already selected since I myself am a blind person who happens to use VoiceOver every day, so it is already selected. So now, instead of simply just using Siri to turn on and off VoiceOver, now what you can do is, if you have turned on this feature in Accessibility and Accessibility Shortcuts, now you can just use your home button, or in the case of the later iPhones, I believe it would be the side button, and triple click that, and it would activate or toggle on and off VoiceOver. So I'm going to just demonstrate it right now. So I'm going to use my home button.
Voiceover off.
And I triple tap that 3 times. Triple tap, just use my pointer finger, and 3 times quick. So I'm going to turn it back on.
Voiceover on. FaceTime.
Okay. So those are the ways to activate the voiceover. And I've just showed you how to activate the triple click home accessibility shortcut feature. Now I want to show you how you can enter into a help mode or a practice mode for VoiceOver. You can do it one of 2 ways. You can either take 4 fingers and quickly double tap using all of them, and that will enter you into help mode. Or you can go into your settings again.
Settings.
Then
accessibility. Back.
Go to accessibility, which I'm already there.
Configure and then
accessibility. I'm going to click the back button right there. Accessibility.
Accessibility features help you customize.
And I'm clicking.
Settings. Vision.
Okay. Vision. Go back to Vision. Go to VoiceOver. On.
VoiceOver. On. Voice tap once to select. Double tap. Swipe through.
Okay.
VoiceOver practice.
So now I'm going to this button called VoiceOver Practice. So I'm going to double tap. Use my pointer finger to double tap that and get into
YouTube.
VoiceOver Practice.
No, dismiss. Sorry. Verbosity. Speak. Swipe. VoiceOver Practice.
VoiceOver Practice. Double tap that. And now what this will allow you to do is you can basically freely explore VoiceOver gestures. You can just start tapping and moving and using different finger gestures without affecting any other apps. You're just in this practice field right here. So I'm just gonna, my phone is in landscape, so I'm doing now I'm gonna do a flick left or flick or swipe, whichever you want to call it.
General.
Oops.
But practice voice. 1 finger swipe left.
1 finger swipe
Move
left.
to previous item.
Okay, move to the previous item. That's with a 1 finger swipe left. That's what that does. And then swiping 1 finger to the right moves you to, you guessed it,
1 finger swipe
the
right.
next.
Move to next item.
Next item. And
1 finger swipe up. Previous rotor item.
that's a feature that we're going to talk about in another module. A rotor, swiping your finger up and down will move you previous rotor items. So you can just use this help feature, this VoiceOver Practice feature, to just explore.
1 finger swipe left. 3 finger swipe left.
What does a 3
Scroll
finger
right.
swipe left do? That scrolls you to the right. So let's say you're reading a book and you want to scroll through your pages. So then you would take 3 fingers and use them together to quickly swipe, and that moves you page by page.
3 finger swipe right. Scroll left.
3 finger swipe right takes you to the previous page, and then
3 finger swipe left. Scroll right.
that takes you right to the next page. Okay. Okay. So I believe I have shown you how both ways to get into your help mode. And I really think that's really handy. Even for someone like me who has had the iPhone for such a long time, I still think it's great to use the help mode just so that I can get a refresher on how to do some certain things. So now I just want to briefly show you, which I kind of already have, but on any given screen or page of apps that you have, I just would like to show you how to maybe like select an app or find an app and select it. You're just
Wallet.
gonna
Home. Load. Health.
so like I found health, so I'm gonna just select that app,
Health. Summary. Heading.
and that will just take you into that app, or whichever app it is that you're using. You double tap the app that's under your finger, whichever one you wish to open. So you just, if you're going to explore your screen, you just flick left and right. You get a list format going, and you flick left and right to bring you previous or next app, and that will show you what apps are on that particular screen or on that page. And then you double tap with a single finger to select your app. And then also I wanted to talk on this particular module. I wanted to talk about the screen curtain. Now the screen curtain, it kind of is what it exactly sounds like. And I have a funny story about this, but I'll tell it here when I finish. But the screen curtain will, if you have the screen curtain on, it basically gives you privacy so that you can be listening to what's on your screen, but no one else can see what is on the screen. And I do have a funny story about that. When I first received an iPhone and I needed assistance, sighted assistance, I handed it to the to the person that was with me, and they were like, "Your phone is black," and I did not have any idea. I didn't have any idea that this was even a feature, so I had to learn what it was. So, to activate or deactivate the screen curtain, and again, this is on the iPhone, but it is very universal, iPad, iPod Touch, Mac. So, I'm going to take 3 fingers here, and I'm going to, right now the screen curtain is on, but I'm going to use 3 fingers, and I'm going to triple tap those 3 fingers together. 1, 2, 3.
Screen curtain off.
That turns off the screen curtain, which means people can see what's on your screen. Okay, now I'm going to turn it back on and use the same triple 3-finger click gesture here. 1, 2, 3.
Screen curtain on.
And that turns the privacy, it's called a screen curtain, and it turns that right back on. So that is the extent for this first module. I wanted to just let you all know that this can be done. I know that it can be pretty daunting and intimidating at first, but if you're in the help mode like I showed you, trying to explore, you really can't go wrong. You can't mess anything up. Even if you might think you're going to mess something up, but you will not. So just always remember that. And another thing is it's pretty easy to utilize if you have the hand capability to do the swipes and other gestures, and then we'll get into some more in the upcoming modules. So I hope that you have enjoyed this and gotten something out of it, and I'll see you on the next one.